Credit to Tennessee for making the plays down the stretch to win the game. They've obviously got some really talented players. They made the plays that they needed to make, and I'm really proud of our team for their effort. I told them in the locker room after that they had great moments, great stretches. The two sitting next to me were really good for the large majority of the night against a really hard team to play against. So I'm proud of that effort, but obviously disappointed we didn't do more down the stretch to make it a closer game.
We'll go ahead and open it up for questions. First, questions for the players.
Avery, getting to come home and play against Tennessee, obviously you performed really well. But what was it like being back here and then, seeing your family, friends, and then playing against the team you played with before?
It was definitely great to be back. Like any night to be able to be out here and compete and be in front of my family and friends is awesome. I'm really proud of our team's fight, but we were really so close, and I really think we're almost there. And I'm so proud of this team. So,
Jailyn, from a player's point of view, what happened in, say, the last 4 minutes? I mean, you pretty much had Tennessee on the ropes, and then they hit a couple big threes. And from your point of view, what went wrong at the very end?
Yeah, they just made more plays than we did down the stretch to put them in a better position. We had some big spot shots, just some hustle plays, and they hit big shots. We didn't.
Any other questions for players? Go ahead and open it up for questions for Bart.
Coach, I'll ask the same questions. Just you had Tennessee really on the ropes until the final 4 minutes. I think Kanaya Boyd got loose for a couple threes. Just what sort of transpired then to just let it sort of slip away for you?
Yeah, I think the first one we lost her on we were playing zone on the baseline inbounds, and we just got a little disorganized, and they got it to her on the weak side, and to her credit, she made it. And I think the 4 minute stretch, for me to burn a timeout, 23 on the shot clock, and then to turn it over out of the timeout, that's a tough swing. I thought we had a couple of turnovers that, maybe weren't how we had been breaking the pressure earlier. That really hurt us in that stretch. And it's human nature when something doesn't go well to let that lead into the next thing. And I thought that happened a couple possessions, and then we came back and we fought and competed, and gave ourselves another chance late with a little surge, and ball goes in, and it's a 4-point game. We have life again. But I think it was just key moments, key mistakes in that little stretch that got the separation that ultimately got the moment for them.
Tennessee ended up selling for a lot of threes, and you guys were able to kind of keep on the paint a lot. Just was that kind of your hope to get them to really just start to launch it and keep them out of the paint?
Kind of, yeah. I mean, the paint was huge. We obviously, when you walked on the floor in warm-ups, their arms and legs were really long, they were big, in a lot of positions. So we knew we were going to have to do a great job of it wasn't going to be a one-on-one game in the paint. We were going to have to smother the ball and provide a lot of support and force them to make the next play, and then contest their jump shots. Math says that they're going to miss more long shots than they are short shots. So we just tried our best to force them into a lower percentage shot most of the possessions. And what happens then is the ball rebounds long more. So that led to a lot of their old glass. I thought we did a pretty good job for the most part of not giving up point-blank dunks at the rim on putbacks. But they had to reset and reorganize, and I thought we did a pretty good job of that. But we obviously gave them way too many opportunities at the rim for us to get the win tonight.
Coach, a question about Avery Strickland. It's not easy to come back to your hometown and play in front of everybody, but the added of playing against the team you played for before, just what can you say about her performance tonight? It was pretty gritty, especially from the arc.
Yeah, I think she did exactly what she's been doing since she set foot on campus at Belmont. She's been playing ball, and she's a competitor. She's tough as nails. she's a big shot maker, taker. She's got a lot to her game. She's physical. She was playing, you know, some big kids on the block, and we were asking her to do some things defensively that were a challenge, and she stepped up to that challenge. And I'm really proud of how she responded to this. This wasn't an easy game for Ace. Coming back here the week of prep, you know, I'm sure there's a lot of emotions, and being a local girl here from Knoxville, and to play for this team and not compete against this team, I can't imagine what that felt like. I've never been in that situation. But for her to handle it the way she did, I think it shows the quality of character, her toughness, her grit, and her real love and belief in her team.
One more.
Just one more. These schools are awfully close together, but have not played very often. How did this series come about? And then I know Tennessee's going to go to Belmont next season.
I've been asking to play since I got to Belmont. I think it's a great game for everyone. It's down the street. I'm trying to play everyone. So I've been emailing these guys for a long time, and to their credit, they finally responded to an email, and we got it scheduled. So I hope it keeps going. I think it's a quality game, and I heard our fans up there in the corner. It's awesome to hear the Bruins, Bruin Nation up there screaming for us and cheering for us. Yeah, credit to them. A lot of teams wouldn't have played this game, so, and especially coming back to Belmont next year. So credit to them for being willing to do that.
Thank y'all. Thank you.